I carefully scraped off the date on the check and changed it to today. Then I cut out someone else's name and pasted it on the check. The next day, I walked into a bank with that check, hoping to cash it. But the teller noticed it was from another bank and turned me down right away. I had no choice but to try another bank. I played the victim, even pretended to be sick. But nobody was willing to help me. In the end, I was left wandering the streets. That's when I saw a pilot step out of his car. Flight attendants crowded around him, and even little kids ran up asking for his autograph. Right then, an idea struck me. I posed as a student reporter and managed to sneak into an airline office for an interview. From the manager, I dug up all kinds of information about pilots and even got my hands on an FAA license that wouldn't expire for 3 years. Next, I went to the purchasing department and claimed I'd lost my uniform, and just like that, I walked out with a brand new pilot's outfit. The first time I wore that uniform on the street, people's attitudes toward me completely changed. I walked into a bank again, and this time the branch manager personally took care of me. Even hotels were willing to cash my checks. One clerk even told me,
"For airline personnel, we cash personal checks up to $100. Payroll checks we cash up to $300.
That tip got me really excited, pretending to be a co-pilot. I gained the trust of the bank staff and picked up plenty of insider knowledge about check security. A few weeks later, at an auction, I bought a check verification machine without hesitation. Back home, I started printing check codes, peeled airline logos off model planes, and stuck them on my checks, and flattened everything with heavy books. In the end, I pulled it off. I forged an airline payroll check. This time, I walked into a bank and cashed it without a hitch. After that, I started using my fake pilot identity to fly around the country for free, cashing forged payroll checks wherever I went. In just a few months, I had scammed banks out of over $1 million. But eventually, my scheme caught the attention of the FBI. Agent Carl tracked me down through my spending records and found my hotel room filled with tools for forging checks. That's when I stepped out of the bathroom. I quickly claimed I was with the Secret Service and calmly explained the details of check fraud to him. Carl had never seen me before, so he grew suspicious and insisted on seeing my credentials. As he reached for my wallet, I suddenly told him to look out the window. I pointed to a car where my partners were putting a suspect inside, and I even waved at them like we knew each other. Carl bought the act. I told him I needed to take the evidence downstairs and asked him to guard the room in the meantime. Then I walked out confidently, using the chance to slip away. Once I was gone, Carl couldn't resist opening my wallet. Inside, he found nothing but scraps of cutout labels. Furious, he rushed to the window, but by then I had already vanished into the streets.